This is Josh Isaacs here for Audiomodern, and I'm excited to present you with a complete walkthrough of Riffer 3.0. This latest version is a game-changing update that builds upon and dramatically improves the popular Riffer plugin. Let's get started. I have Riffer 3.0 set up within Ableton Live. Regardless of your DAW, you'll need to ensure that you have the MIDI routing set up correctly for the plugin to function properly. Within Ableton, I have Riffer on one channel and the instrument I want it to control on the other. In MIDI from, I've selected Riffer and turned monitoring to in. Now we're ready to get started. First, you'll want to set the plugin to the key of your track by choosing the corresponding note and scale. Now, whenever you hit the dice block, the randomized notes will all fall within the designated key. In addition to the pitch, the dice block randomizes the note's duration, velocity, and density. Density is brand new in Riffer 3.0 and will split notes into between 2 and 8 separate hits, emulating a stutter or repeater effect. To prevent a parameter from randomizing, select the parameter. Then click the lock icon. Now, when you click the dice block, the selected parameter will not change. You can also create and save your own custom scales by entering the desired notes in the piano roll, then clicking Save New Scale in the Scales drop-down menu. The tie notes feature allows you to transform repeated notes into held notes, and the sustain notes toggle will randomly tell certain notes to add a longer sustain. If you wish to retain the position of specific notes, click the Lock Notes button, then select the desired notes. Now you'll notice a teal color, and when you randomize, those notes will stay in place. However, the velocity and duration will continue to be randomized. If you wish to prevent that, utilize the Lock Steps function instead. This is designated with a dark blue color. If you want to unlock the notes, click the back arrow. If you've drawn notes into the piano roll and are unsure if they are in the correct scale, click the keyboard icon, which will snap any out-of-key notes in place. One of the most impressive new features in Riffer 3.0 is the addition of Polyphonic mode. Riffer 3.0 now has 4 independent riff generators, which you can select from here. You can use these tabs to essentially run 4 Riffer instances in one, or choose to link all 4 together. Now you can create multi-riff patterns and make Riffer truly polyphonic. Double tapping each tab will mute or unmute the corresponding riff. Utilize quantization to adjust each segment of the grid's length. The shuffle slider allows you to add your desired amount of groove to the playback. And use the arrows near the top to choose between forward, backward, and ping-pong direction of the playhead. Here you can adjust the number of steps in each pattern, as well as the length of the loop. Be sure to change the number of included notes per pattern here if you wish to have more or fewer steps included. Use the pitch range slider to increase or decrease the maximum number of steps between your riff's highest and lowest notes. and adjusting this slider will move your pattern up or down on the register. At the bottom of the screen, you can also quickly jump up or down 1 or 2 octaves at a time, or use the arrows to nudge it up or down a step at a time, as well as forward or backward in the pattern. Similar controls are available for the velocity, density, and duration patterns as well. The root note option can force Riffer to include a specific number of root note repetitions in the generated pattern. Infinity mode can be used to force Riffer to generate a new pattern after a set number of loops. Designate the number of loops here and let Riffer do the rest. If you're happy with a particular riff, click the Preset button, then one of the 16 preset slots that appear. You also can add an infinite number of presets in the preset browser. Additionally, you can name and delete presets in this window. Another incredible upgrade in Riffer 3.0 is the ability to share presets between devices. Now you can create a riff on your iPad and import it into Riffer in your DAW, or vice versa. Simply click the export icon next to the desired preset and choose where you want to save it. Then, on the device you wish to import the preset on, click Import Presets and select the preset file. Once you're ready for live performance, visit the settings to set up and control all of your MIDI parameters. You also can use the Save as MIDI file function to add the MIDI to your desktop, or use the Drag MIDI function to place the MIDI on your desktop or in your DAW. If a note gets stuck during a live performance, hit the panic button to flush the cache and continue without skipping a beat. Riffer 3.0 has added MIDI input mode, which is an exciting way to give you even more control in a live setting. Once enabled, the sequencer will now play when it receives MIDI, rather than along with your DAW timeline. Now you can play different keys and transpose the riff in real time while remaining in your chosen scale. I'm so excited to help bring Riffer 3.0 to all of you, and I hope this walkthrough has been helpful. Please reach out to the Audiomodern team with any further questions.